Shifting focus to a continuous coverage of the Ukraine-Russia conflict. Now, the Ukrainian military's counter-offensive against its invader, Russia, has made its allies jittery. Both the United Kingdom and the US have expressed concerns over how will Moscow now respond to its battlefield setbacks, while the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has vowed to continue fighting for the remaining territory. Listen in.
Maybe now it seems to some of you that after a series of victories, we have a certain lull. But this is not a lull. This is preparation for the next series. The next series of very important words for us which must be heard. Because Ukraine must be free, all of it.
Of Donetsk in the southeast. It said that the Ukrainian troops had advanced to the eastern bank of the Oskil River in the Kharkiv region. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian officials have claimed that they have exhumed more bodies from a forest grave site in eastern Ukraine. The Ukrainian authorities said last week that they had found 440 bodies in the woodlands near Izium. Most of the dead were reportedly civilians. However, the cause of their death have not been established as of yet.
Exhumation works continue today in Izium at the located mass burial site, and examinations of the bodies are being conducted. New evidence of the torture used against the people buried there has been found. In liberated areas of Kharkiv region, there have been more than 10 torture chambers found in various cities and towns.
Now, as the Ukrainian forces continue to push back the Russian troops, the Russian President Vladimir Putin brushed off Kiev's swift counteroffensive. Putin said that Moscow would respond more forcefully if its troops were put under further pressure. However, the repeated threats have raised concerns over the use of nuclear weapons or a chemical warfare. The Russian Defense Ministry has claimed that Ukraine undertook unsuccessful attempts in Kherson region and that the Russian armed forces unit successfully repelled all these attacks. Now, the Russian army could be seen seeking contract soldiers for what it calls the special military operation in Ukraine. The Russian forces are using mobile recruiting trucks to attract volunteers. Amidst the Kremlin's growing threats to strike back, the US President Joe Biden has warned Putin against using nuclear weapons. And the remarks came after a top US general warned that it was unclear as to how would Moscow react to its battlefield setbacks in Ukraine. While Britain said that the Russian forces had widened its strikes on civilian infrastructure owing to the battlefield setbacks in Ukraine, and that the Russian troops would likely expand their targets further in the coming few weeks.